Once again, we back, y'all, with another episode of Straight from the Chair. It's your boy, Marcus Murray, the barber with the bow tie.
And I'm Brice Davis of Brice Davis Media.
And of course, we're here at Icons Barber and Beauty Salon, 313 Beauty Supply here in Xenia, Ohio, 125 North Allison.
Seeing some things going on in these streets, man.
Too much shit, man. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to start off with what's trending. You know, the boxer Gervonta Davis is going to be boxing Jake Paul in an exhibition match. And I seen the internet arguing because you got one boxer that's, you know, the greatest at his weight, you know, obviously. You got another boxer that, you know, he's a YouTuber, but he's been taking boxing pretty serious. Everybody counted him out against Mike Tyson, and we saw what he did to him. And now he's picking another fight with another fighter that, you know, 135 pounds. So, you know.
He only 135 pounds?
135 pounds. He got to be, what, 5'6"?
Right, I know he's short.
Yeah.
So
this boils down to skill. I don't even know if you want to say skill, but, you know, it's kind of like the, what's the story in the Bible?
David and Goliath?
Yeah, David and Goliath, man. Do you think that if you got the technical skill that you can beat somebody if they're bigger than you, that much bigger than you? If you have the technicality.
I've seen martial artists do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've seen niggas do karate, just tiny, take somebody big all the way down. You know what I mean? But I'm tired of these Jake Paul situations for real, man. Like, why y'all letting this white boy get paid off y'all?
You know you know this paycheck got to be something he ain't never been paid before.
Yeah, honestly, that's the only reason to do it is for the paycheck. Like,
absolutely.
What does Tank get out of this?
No different than Tyson.
Yeah, and I was so disappointed.
It's a payout.
I was so disappointed. I respect it because see, I forgot at first. I forgot what it was. I forgot it was just a hype session. You know what I mean? I was really looking forward to seeing Mike Tyson throw some shit.
Yeah, but
all them shorts of them trainings he was doing.
Oh yeah, them videos.
You know what I mean?
Like, oh yeah, he gonna knock something out.
I was like, yeah, Mike coming back. He's about to do some damn things. And then you see this nigga's having episodes on the plane and on the train. He can't breathe.
Man, you know what? I'm gonna be the first black person to say it, man. I respect Jake Paul. I respect Jake Paul. I know that's a comment. No, I've not seen a single person give Jake Paul any credit, right? But check this out. This man wakes up every day and trains. He runs miles every day. Like, you got to respect the fact that somebody's willing to put on a pair of gloves. And I get the hate because he picks opponents that, you know, that's past their prime and things of that nature. But we got to give it to him that he's above average. If you were to put, like, the average man against him in gloves, he's probably going to destroy him.
Well, he's above average, period, because he's created a franchise for himself. But, I mean, I'm just tired of the gimmicks. Like I said, I forgot. And I thought that this was going to be a chance where Mike Tyson could show us what he used to could do. You know what I mean? And that's what we all were looking forward to. Like, we want to see Mike Tyson again. You hear me? Like, Iron motherfucking Mike.
I said in another video, I went with Jake that fight. I'm going to go with Jake again. I'm going to go with Jake again.
Yeah, man, listen.
We meant to talk about this last week.
What's that?
Relocation, man. We was talking about when it's time to, like, get rid of your friends and moving on, like, when
so we was talking about network.
Yeah, networking and improving your situation.
Right.
You know, to me, this is like just to continue on with that. Like, when you know it's time to move, and I think this is something you should answer first, since you're more of a transplant to Ohio, since, you know, originally
from LA. But we got to do what's advantageous for us. I say it's funny because my dad, he relocated. He was an immigrant. You know what I mean, from Central America, and of course it was my grandmother that relocated the family. But so I guess it's kind of in our kind of blood to move around to better the situation. You know what I mean? But I think everybody should at least drive to several different cities, you know, once or twice a year. You know what I mean? Like,
what was your mind state mentally when you said, I'm gonna pack my bags up and actually want to move? Like more so, like what's
honestly same as yours when you moved to Atlanta. You know what I mean? Like, I would imagine I
yeah,
was a little younger though. I was getting out of LA, man. It was 1994. You know what I mean? LA
okay.
was it was tragic, man. Like,
That's like the Rodney King when that
yeah,
was okay.
yeah. I mean, that was height. That was the height of police brutality.
Okay.
But just gang banging. Period. Like, being growing up in the 80s, I was turning 18, and I really didn't know what I was gonna do. And the homie, who most people know as my cousin, his mom had filled out an application, college application for me. I didn't even know.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh wow.
So,
Okay.
that's what began the journey. Cause she was like, "Y'all got to get out of here. Like, you ain't staying here."
Yeah,
And when I think about it, looking back, man, I would have did great back home. You know what I mean?
think so.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I would have did great back home. I didn't think so. I didn't see it then.
Yeah.
I didn't see so much. Like, I didn't see it then. It was kind of scary. I needed to get away.
Mm.
Between like family dysfunction and just street life. Not that I was in the streets like that, but I was homeless a lot. You know what I mean? Between my mom's house and my grandma's house. So yeah, I was in the streets. Traveling away, man, I didn't have a chance to think about it for real.
Yeah.
So for those of us who get a chance to go to school or go to the army, some, Air Force, armed service, you getting up out of your crib, you ain't been nowhere before, and you going somewhere for a reason. You trying to improve your life. You know what I mean? What made you go to Atlanta?
Oh man, I wanted to pursue audio engineering, and it
Right.
was just more opportunity. I felt like the people that was already here, like I felt like I was reaching the ceiling with at least the circle of people I had, and I had to get rid of people that I had around me.
Respect.
Like the way I was moving, I didn't feel like I was gonna make it past where I was already at. So I just wanted to start over. And it's not even necessarily about the people; it's more opportunity. Like
Right.
I feel like I could just Atlanta's just the mecca of hip hop, like music wise. So if I'm doing audio engineer work, if I'm in the studio all the time, like why wouldn't I want to go to Atlanta versus I was in Dayton before I moved to Atlanta,
Right.
and Dayton's cool. Like every now and then they book an artist, and we don't really got clubs no more, so it's not like we're seeing major artists all the time like we used to. So,
Man.
but I was already connected too. Like I
Mm.
already had like plays made up for me. It's just things fell through.
So what was your thought process when you said I felt like just going to like did you cuz I know you are very systematic. Like you are very meticulous with what, when, where, how, and why. Like, so what was you thinking when you was making the decision to go to Atlanta? Like, well, not what were you thinking, but how did you process those thoughts?
Oh, see, I thought I was gonna be more successful in Atlanta.
Right.
Because even, I talked to you about the thing in LA, like my guy that was guiding me through, I consider him my mentor. He already is connected in the industry, so he already had plays set for me out west as well.
Hmm.
And, he had plays in the South too, in Atlanta. So I just went with the Atlanta play because it felt more quote unquote safer.
Right. Right.
And I think that was the better move than if I would have went to LA. I
Yeah, I
think
know.
LA
We
would
scare
have
people.
chewed me up. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I didn't make it in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So
We scare people.
LA, I seen Skid Row.
Right.
Like, yeah, I couldn't live in the car in LA, G. Nah, B. Nah.
Hey, that's how a lot of stars made it though.
Yeah,
It's
man.
expensive as hell to
Then
live out
the
there.
pandemic came, so other life events happened, and he
Right.
came back.
Right. Right. What was your overall take from that experience? Both going to LA and Atlanta, like
I've
from
always wanted to be in a big city.
okay.
Always wanted to live somewhere where the downtown was nice.
So was that enough? Like, do you still seek that?
Ooh, that's a good question because I feel like since I have my daughter full time, I feel like I kind of concealed that part in me, and
Mm.
so I don't. Some of them things where like I think a lot of y'all could relate. Like if you ever had a dream and circumstances happened and you kind of had to stuff it to the side, and so every day you kind of live with concealing it day by day. So it's just a area in my mind I don't visit to know whether or not it's still there for sure.
Right.
But I just condensed it and concealed it because I know the best option for my child would be to remain here and to make it out of here rather than make it out of there.
Have you
Right.
ever have you ever been to college? or any post high school
Yeah,
education?
man, that's a good question.
Any post high school education?
Oh man, my fault. I don't mean to keep laughing like that. So the first time I signed up to St. Clair, I think I went a couple days, got that check, and bounced like most of us do when we're young. Then I wanted to go to ICB, and I missed the dateline. Ended up doing nothing with myself, wasted time. And then fast forward years later, I did do St. Clair online, and that was for social work. But would you say it's worth going to?
I do.
You do?
I do. I do.
Okay, let's talk about it, because I feel like unless you're like a doctor or dentist, like you know exactly what you want to do. Let's be real. A lot of my friends went for business management.
Right.
It's just a general degree, and it's like, what do you want to do? Like own a business? Like it's like, oh yeah, it sounds like you just going to be gone in my head at least. But
No,
what's
no,
your
no, no,
thought?
no. No, I agree. For real, for real. Is it so? I don't believe it's a scam. Is it as much a necessity today as it was maybe 30, 40 years ago? I
Okay.
don't think so. Unless you're, like I said, going doctor, lawyer. But one thing, and this is the first time I guess I'm articulating this thought, because I feel like college puts you, no matter what you go there for, it puts you in the arena with so many different people that it grows you up. Like, I mean, I guess you could get that experience coming out of high school and going to work, but it's a different pressure. I think college helps you develop yourself as opposed to going straight to work. It programs you. There's a difference. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to be a part of a program, then yeah, get out of school and just start working, because you'll be programmed to the rat race, whatever that is. You know what I mean? But college, it makes you define who you are, because you're up against so many of the greatest of people in their from their area. Like, colleges all over is built with great people from different areas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because no matter how many people actually go to college, it's still a small percentage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the experience you get from it, whether you join a fraternity or sorority, or you're in the band or you're in the choir, you know, you are learning how to become a civilian in this country. You know what I mean? Like, as whoever you're training yourself to be. So if you're a singer, if you're a musician, a psychologist, and these are things outside of what we know college is needed for, like doctor, lawyer, maybe architect, engineers of some sorts, those real high level positions in society, we are eating and drinking and smoking with future politicians. You know what I mean? Like, college puts you in a position to humble yourself to the experience. First year students aren't balling. Most college students don't have money until probably their junior year. Nowadays it's a little different, because these youngins is coming in with their mind right. They got hustles and businesses. If it's doing hair or real estate, they're coming to school with these, you know what I mean, with these hustles already in the bag. So they're fine tuning what they already have started by going to college. I think it's like beauty. It's in the eye of the beholder. So if you decide to go, it's because you probably got a plan for yourself.
I
You know what I
think
mean?
the scam part comes in because people tend to think of the debt that they collect and the reference back to if the degree is useful. I think that combination is what gives it a negative connotation versus like if you go to a trade school. But it really boils down to what you want to do.
Right. That's
Yeah.
it. Because you signed them papers willingly. You know what I mean? You know you're taking a loan out. You know your grades wasn't good enough to get a full
Oh,
ride.
wait. He said, you're taking a loan out.
Yeah.
Like when I got started, I didn't necessarily know what a loan is. To me, it was just free money. Like, and kids
You
run
didn't do
off.
no research?
No.
The man I know you to be right now, you wasn't that man
Nah,
then.
you're
Right.
talking about a 19-year-old.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So
You're
that's
thinking no credit, all that. You're thinking like, oh, they just sent me a bunch of money.
right.
Like,
Right.
I
That's a
promise
good
you.
point. That's a
Yeah.
good point. Because I'm not gonna say I was totally aware, what FAFSA was myself. I knew subsidized and unsubsidized.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I was scared to spend my money at St. Clair. When they sent that money to, I'm like, I'm not touching this because I don't know what I'm gonna owe back.
I wish I was that smart. You know what I mean? I wish I would have just stacked it and
Yeah.
bought some land. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I know certain college students are doing right now. Like,
Real estate.
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, like these kids are a little more ready in certain areas. Like, you have a gap. You got kids that's own it, and then you got them that's just lagging behind. You know what I mean? And that's only because they haven't been exposed to anything. But yeah, a lot of these kids are industrious in a real way. Like, they're not trying to really work, so they got different kind of brands and labels and other stuff to help them build income without them even, you know.
So your overall message is to go to college if you were speaking to it.
My overall message is college is not a scam. You know what I mean? I'm
I was
saying,
just about to ask you.
saying, because some people can say marriage is a scam. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
a trick question.
Right.
It was coming like, so if you're an entrepreneur, you're telling them to go to college?
Listen, man, I still have a year to finish, bro, and I want to do it because it's something I started. But I'm not going to say college is the reason why I'm where I'm in the businesses that I've created for myself in the past 5 or 6 years. I'm not going to say that's because of college. You know what I mean?
I think when I was
I'm
young,
not going to say that.
The idea of, dang, I got to go every 2 years just to get one degree. Like, I wanted instant gratification.
Right.
So, I came from the career center. I like the idea of I can do something for 1 year and get a certificate, So now that I'm older, time don't mean nothing to me no more. Like, if I got to invest X amount of years into this, like, I'm going to do it. But when you're 20, yeah, you ain't trying to do none of that.
What you mean time don't mean nothing?
Like, I'm willing to invest in time now.
Okay.
Like, if I want to learn real estate, I'm willing to put in the time, even if I gotta wait a year or two to get certified. I'm gonna do that. But back then, it was like, if I can't get it right now out the microwave, I don't want it.
Instant gratification.
It's like when they taught me mutual funds at the bank. I'm like, why would I put my money in the stocks if I gotta wait 10 years to see a return? I'm good. I want my money now. I'll be rich by the time I'm 30.
Right.
Here I am.
Rich as fuck. Hey, yeah. Well, speaking of time and money, like, what do you value more?
More between time and money.
I think poor people gotta value time.
That's funny.
No, I'm not saying you're poor. I'm just saying, like, I think, because I think poor people should value time so that they can get to that money. But rich people always say money doesn't matter anymore. Like, once they get to that certain level of money.
Yeah.
And I don't have that kind of money, but I don't think money is as important as time. You know what I mean?
But isn't time money? Because ultimately, at a 9 to 5, you get converted. You convert time into money, but like, once you have a certain amount of money or your time's that valuable, it's like the same thing.
Well, you're never getting paid what your time is worth.
Yeah.
You're never getting paid what your time is worth. So no matter how much somebody pays you to work for them, they're still stealing half of your day. So I was a career coach, man. You know what I mean? Like, and they taught us that we had this workshop about time and money specifically, like, and they taught us, like, the 1% learns how to use their time to make their money. Like, we all get the same 24 hours a day, but what do you do with it? You know what I mean?
Got this last one. Let's get to it.
I mean, because it's gonna probably contradict for most people what the last one was, time or money. So you're asking 3 years in prison.
Yeah, would you rather
$3 million.
3 years in prison for $3 million, but you gotta do the 3 years straight? Like, we can't break it down into 1 year, 2 years. You're talking about 3 years, like 366 times 3. So I said,
that's rough.
As a man who's never been in jail nor prison, pause, but I said I would do the 3 years because I couldn't imagine. I mean, it's possible I could make $3 million tax free if I work and try hard enough, but the likeliness based off of what I've been doing these past few years, man, I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, so that's what you're saying. I'll take 3 million and okay, I'll
I'm
miss out.
thinking of generational wealth, baby. Like, she gonna
You
have
get your mind right.
grandkids.
You get
Yeah.
your mind right. You can make 3 million. You really could in 3 years.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, based off my past resume, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't want to doubt myself. I always bet on myself, but you know, not to contradict. But
Listen,
3 million, man, where these grandkids might be good. Because what I'm gonna do with that 3 million? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be the Shark Tank and Zen.
listen. You need to go on and start getting to it then. But yeah, nah, I wouldn't do no prison time for nobody for nothing.
So
Like,
not even for 1 year for 1 million.
hmm,
Just 1 year. That's it.
that's crazy. Nah, not at
No.
all.
And like I want a preference too. I ain't never been, so I have no idea the mental strain. You know what I'm saying? Like that feeling that you do get when you're in there. Like I might go crazy the first day and think, oh, I got 365 more days left. Like, but
Yeah, I don't know. I can only see somebody who's never been to prison or who don't really have nothing going on in his life that could say they could go back. Cause I mean, I got situations that I need to take care of, but prison time is really holding up the process. Like, I don't want to do no more prison time for nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing. There's nothing worse than them clammy ass bathrooms, stinky ass other men.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you sitting. I mean, we sit. This the distance between the next nigga on the toilet. Like it's
oh
just a
yeah,
little wall that stops at our shoulder. I'm sitting here, you sitting there. We both taking a shit, and I gotta smell you. You gotta smell me.
that's crazy.
You know what I
That's
mean?
crazy.
No, fuck that
Yeah,
3 million.
yeah.
That shit is a sanity killer. Prison will kill your sanity if you're not strong.
Oh yeah. But I know if I did get me a good old million, we're gonna set up a couple Airbnbs. We're gonna set up some Toros. We're gonna
Right,
set up some stocks. Yeah, we're gonna do the right thing with the money because a lot of us, you see it in the NBA, players go broke left and right. NFL players, and they
right.
definitely don't be having a plan when if they get injured. We know football, that's a lot of wear and tear on the body, and ain't nothing guaranteed. If your body's gonna hold up, so just gotta be smart with your money.
Right.